They will be coming just in the future. Loading, if you have gotten your chat off, what you need to do is Alt-Tab out of the game so that you're looking at the Steam overlay. Put your mouse cursor over where the chat box is. Click it. Drag it back so that it is firmly within your game window, and then Alt-Tab back. And it should be appearing correctly within the game's frame. Hopefully. Let me know if that works for you. If not, I can actually try and link you to the post where Sean actually describes how to do that properly and whatnot. Because I am trying to remember, 20 plus hours in what I read yesterday. So. Okay, so Alt-Tab, mouse, put your mouse over where your chat box would be hanging off screen. Click your mouse, click your mouse button and drag it back. And then Alt-Tab back into so you get rid of your Steam overlay. And however it works, it seems to drag it back in. We're not entirely sure why. You will excuse me for a moment. I will be back. Bye, break. Be right back. Right. I apologize. I think my dinner and I are not agreeing, and because it's super hot in here. On the upside, I am starting to feel a heck of a lot more awake. Not for any pleasant reasons, but you know, whatever. All right. All right, here we go. Whew. Yes, that's right, James. I apologize. If you give me a second, I'm gonna see if I can actually find. I know it's less than thrilling for you guys to watch, but I'm gonna see if I can actually find the thread real quick for you, James, because I actually may not be describing it very well, because it is just, at this point it is what it is. Shoot. Okay, give me 1 second. And don't you apologize. This is the nature of the game. Literally. We're working on it. All right. Okay. Dan, it was just leftovers. But I don't know if it was, I don't know if it's the leftovers, I don't know if it's the stuff that I've been, you know, eating and drinking all day, or if my body is just really unhappy with me. But it is not fun. Okay. I was actually able to find it. I apologize, loading, James. I did not give you the right order. Okay. Alt-Tab. Place your mouse cursor over where the spot where the box is. Alt-Tab back into the game. Click and drag the box to where you want it. So I do apologize. That Sean came up with this one. So I don't know whether he discovered it or if he figured it out or somebody else told him, but so if that makes sense. If not, I can send you the actual text and you can translate it and see if it makes sense to you. You just let me know what and how you would like to do it. All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna eat a piece of meat and go as it gets light or brighter within the world. I'm going to go and really not eating. I thought I was eating. There we go. There we go. Much better. I think I'm gonna go and build another building. And maybe kill a deer or two. Oh hey, there's a couple deer up there. Yes, that's how that works. All right. There are deer over here. I'm kind of going to go after the deer. So, in case you're wondering what clear cutting looks like, this is kind of what that does. Loading. If you search for moving chat window back, you might. Oh, that also works. That also works. Hey, look at that. If it doesn't work, then please let me know. Yes, this is what clear cutting after several hours will do in game. You're absolutely not the only I used to know the French word for frog. Oh my gosh. I'm Canadian, and I somewhat speak French, and I am totally... Wow, there are a lot of tree stumps left up here. That's not nice. Clean up, clean up. I'm really weird when it comes to tree stumps. I don't care if you leave the logs out, but I just, you must clean up your logs, your tree stumps. Because why not? Yes. Feel ridiculous for not being able to remember the word I'm thinking of. Ugh. Terrible. Terrible. How horrible is that? Alright. Tactical, if you hit J, you can just, you can click whichever blueprints you want to build, and then you just build them. That's how that works. Yep, yep, yep. Hi, James. I just realized that you're actually trying to follow me around, which I apologize. I didn't realize that you were waiting my way. I'm just kind of tooling around and cleaning up because even though, trees don't respawn, it's just, polite to clean up tree stumps, which is less than thrilling, I realize. So let's see if we can use some of this wood to actually build another house, because why not? Well, let's see if I can actually place it correctly this time. Unlike my other wooden house over here that I was stupid at, and definitely did not do a good job with that. So, as you can see, I'm hitting J, and I'm going to choose... Oops, go back. Yeah, all of the building plans are on the first tab, which that's what he meant by click the hammer, but if you're already open, then anyway. Alright, enjoy Midsummer, Colwich. Enjoy. And blessed be, for that matter. Alright, oh! I wonder if I could not get the, you know what, that's actually kind of weird. Let's not do the wooden house, let's just do the wooden shack. Let's shack it up. Let us shack it up. Loading, I might actually need to, no. Oh, no, never mind. You're good. You can just stick out where you are. Wherever you were. Oh God. Somebody's not happy with me. Make it through 24 hours. Out of room in my inventory. I do not have money bags at the moment. To go clear up some of these trees. No, James! That's okay. I'm not going anywhere, so when you log back in, you know where I'm going to be. Cleaning up trees and applying them to my new building. Because why not? Yep. Hey, look, there's more stuff that I didn't pick up. Welcome back, James. Whoop. That might have been Dan lagging a little bit there. Hey, Oak Shield, welcome back. As you can see, still here for the moment, at the very least. Starting to get a little iffy, not physically feeling so hot. Definitely dinner is not, does not agree with me, did not agree with me. So we'll see if I can make it through the last couple hours. I would really like to, because I have done 24-hour streams before. That's not a problem. I'm not tired. I'm just feeling relatively ill. However, keeping the doors open in the room, and I apologize if my if the sound quality on when I'm talking has gone a bit off. It's because I've got the door open to get some air through here, and yeah. Oh, no, absolutely, Oak. I think you had said that when you were logging off, and it was, you were up, I didn't catch it until part of it was off. So, as I said, and maybe you didn't hear me, but it is not, hanging out in a stream like this is never worth having, you know, someone get pissed at you for, you know, basically ignoring them. That's just not worth it. So make sure that, you know, we're always going to be around. You don't have to worry about that, but whether it's tonight or other times. In fact, we are actually coming up on, I think we're in hour 18. Perhaps? Shoot, when did I do my last round? Good grief. 4 o'clock. No, we are in hour 18, which means that I'm going to be doing 6 giveaways very shortly. Really quickly. So one of them is going to be a copy of Savage Lands, and then one of them, or sorry, 5 of them are going to be copies of Savage Lands, and the number 6, the 6th person picked will actually get a copy of Toy Soldiers Complete, which is actually one of our other games on Steam. And it is actually the combined version of our 2, Signal, aka my studio, the first 2 games that we did for Xbox Live. And they, we took both the original Toy Soldiers and then its sequel, Toy Soldiers Cold War, and combined all of its main gameplay, and then raised the bar again. And we are going to do, and we are going to do, it already exists. It also includes all 4 DLC packs. So if you are interested in RTS and sort of top-down or tower defense, that is kind of what that is. And no, James, I did not do a t-shirt giveaway. I might do that for hour 24, depending on how I am physically feeling by that point. I'm not gonna lie, it is getting kind of iffy as to whether I will make it for the 24. I'm trying desperately to at least make it to hour 20, because it's only 2 more hours. But we're gonna see. So one step at a time, one step at a time. So if you are interested in either Toy Soldiers or in, in Savage Lands, make sure that you enter into chat in a moment when I do it. It is going to be hour 18. So go ahead and start entering that into chat when you hear this message, and it's already prepped, and it is hour, HOUR, then number 1 and number 8. And I am, yeah, I think so. Oak Shield. Awesome. Somebody's finished my building. Yay. See, that is much better placed. Although there is a nice little gap at the bottom of the door, which is actually, I mean, it's there. Oh, there is a slight gap there. We do want to get into the game in actual... no worries, blinds. We do actually want to get into the game the ability to, you know, put a... oh, thank you very much, James. I do appreciate it. Hey, look, I finished it up, and we have a campfire. We do have the intention of getting terraforming into the game of some sort, or getting floors into buildings. So, you know, when you drop stuff in your house, it doesn't necessarily roll away if you have built on a slight incline. As you guys have probably seen at this point, you know, we are in active development. You know, we are constantly updating. We've got updates that go out almost every single week. We do our best to get them out, but then there are times like this week where, you know, we took a look at where the status of the build was and went, you know, we want to make sure that it's a good experience for you. We're not comfortable with releasing stuff that's, you know, got a lot of bugs or that would give you a poor play experience, especially because, you know, we're introducing in Game Update 12 a couple of pretty big changes. You know, we've got our AI 3.0 system. We have it's a little more than 4 hours. It's closer to 6, yeah, because yeah, no, it is closer to 6 because it's almost 4 o'clock my time, and I'm trying to go to 10 o'clock. Starting to feel a little bit better, so we'll see what we will see. Thank you, Cage. I appreciate it. Yeah, well, your math and my math. So the point is, we've got, you know, we do have AI 3.0, which gets rid of a lot of the hinky behaviors, some of which you may have actually seen during the stream today. Wolf knockback is one of the things that is hopefully getting fixed with that. And of course, we're also going to add item decay, the first phase of that. And that's actually aimed at doing a whole bunch of optimizations. So instead of your poor game having to remember where every stick and piece of food that you didn't pick up, other than, you know, let that sort of collect itself up and clean itself up. So it is not intended to be a punitive system by any means. That's not what we're aiming here for. We're just trying to ensure that, you know, when you're in your game, you've got the best experience. And so Chris has actually added several more things, bones, skulls, all that kind of stuff. And we will actually, so all of that stuff around about 40 minutes will decay into the ether of nothingness. Other than that, we are going to apply decay to stones and wood logs. However, those will take 60 minutes to decay. So again, if you leave a log laying around somewhere, it's not the end of the world, because it will just be collected away. And it's because we've seen, you know, hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds of, you know, things laying around and slowing down maps, and that is not what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure that you have a good experience. It did get asked during the stream earlier, late yesterday. During our regular dev stream on Thursdays at 1 yesterday, however that works out, someone asked, you know, what happens to the, you know, the things that are being, you know, that spawn down by where the spawn points are, and they will still decay, but because they're on timed spawners, they will also spawn back. So it's the same concept as if you pick them up, you restart their spawner countdown and whatnot, so it will be the same thing. If you are looking for a map, We don't have an official one. We are very hesitant to include a map that kind of looks like, wow, as I fling it around, like this. Chris really doesn't want to do this. Sorry, I'm looking at my video on XSplit to see, make sure that I'm showing you the right thing. That's not really what he wants to do, because if we introduce a map like this, it dramatically changes how your world feels to you. So yes, there is a player-created map, and we are totally fine with you guys adding to it. In fact, Dark Soul Omega, who is Adronis, I believe? Adonis? I'm not actually sure what they are what his name is, and I'm so sorry, Dark Soul, because you're gonna log in and be like, WTF, you should know who I am. It's a community generated map. As items get added and as locations get added, you can work with him to actually, I'm assuming it's him, I apologize, I remember a female, I make no assumptions. You can actually, you know, you can contribute to that, and so, but that is the only option available. With the map, it's one of those things where once we add it, there's no real going back from that, because it completely changes how you interact with your world. And that is something that we're aware of, and we want to, you know, try and maintain the feeling of Savage Lands within a certain range, if you will. Spectrum, yes. Or even if not, scoot to the right, at least be less transparent so that you can actually read all your options. So, that being said, we are aware of that, and we do appreciate the feedback, and, you know, we are in, so this was week 15 of early access, and that doesn't include the first month of alpha. When we went into early access officially, we rebooted our clock, and, you know, we spent a month in alpha, in closed alpha. So, you know, we are well aware that we are nowhere near done, and whatnot. Things are changing, and when we say things are finalized, they're not. You know, Chris swore up and down that you would only ever be able to stack one log, and to be fair, he also trolled us, and, you know, when he told us, okay, it's now 2 logs. But that's something that he's paying attention to. You know, we take your feedback really seriously. And I don't even, you know, I'm not joking when I say every Monday I write a massive community report where I take all of the feedback, all of the posts that you have made over the last week, and I compile that into one great big huge report, and you know, toss in all our social stuff as well. So if you want your voice to be heard, absolutely make sure you come to our streams, make sure you post in the forums, whether you're posting bugs or feedback, whether you're posting on our Trello board. My skeleton scared me? How did my, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, unless you're out in the middle of nowhere and you ran across my dead body. In which case, please loot my body and bring my shit back to me. How do I, oh, gotcha. Yeah, the skeletons do suck at times. Zeldon, what I'm doing tonight is very unusual. I'm actually in the, I won't say the middle, I guess I'm 3/4 of the way through a 24-hour stream. But we do stream every Thursday at 1 p.m. PST, unless something crazy happens, which, to be fair, for the last 15 plus 4 or 5, so it's probably close to about 20 weeks. With one exception, I've been there for all of them. Chris has been there for all but one, or at least in part, all but one stream. And he was here earlier today. So we stream every week is basically what it comes down to. Every Thursday at 1 p.m. PST. So if you're interested, come join us. But yeah, the point is we take your feedback, and even if we don't immediately put it into play, you know, we look at the type of feedback that we're getting, and then we try and say, okay, we want to do X, but the community is really strongly pushing Y. Is it that X is on the right track, or should we consider Y, or do we go in a completely different direction altogether? You know, as we were originally putting the game together, yes, exactly, taverns. And I do believe, you know, Oakshield, I say that, I'm not actually sure that taverns itself is a specific request. I know there is the concept of imbibables, drinks, and you could probably toss it as a request under the functional buildings might work for that. Oh, it's a dead skeleton. Hang on, I will fix this. The dead skeleton. It's a known bug that Jackie she confirmed that she's actually fixed the fact that they cry and make noise after they're dead. If you're on a hosted server, it will go away. It will go away as of next update. So, no more will dead bodies whine or cry or breathe. Thank you very much, Dan. I appreciate you saving my butt. Cage, to the best of my knowledge, that's probably. I mean, I'm not confirming anything. We are more likely to do something that makes sense where, I mean, when you think about it, you as the player are not inherently magical. You are in a magically enhanced land. So you wake up on the shore and you're literally naked. So you have to find absolutely everything. Yes, we do give you some stuff, you know, to get you started, because let's face it, it would suck if, like it does when you die and you have to make your way back to your body or whatever. But you know, in that very first moment when you wake up and you realize you're naked and you have nothing in your inventory, it's that kind of feeling of you have to find everything and figure everything out that we would likely follow, and maybe we will go through and put a map in, but I am not going to guarantee that, nor am I going to confirm it. That is something that Chris ultimately gets to decide as the game's design director. So, well, in terms of finding your body, as you can see in my on my HUD, I do actually still have a body out there, and I'm not going back out because it's in the middle of Wolfpack country and I don't have the gear, and I just, you know, this is it's not my primary character, so I'm not really concerned about it. This was a character for the stream. Cage, like I said, oh, hey, you know what? I think I had you guys do it, and then I didn't pick. I apologize. So, no, Rodney, throw an hour 18 in there, and I will go and pick, because I suck. while I continue to talk. I do apologize, everyone. You guys are super patient. You kind of reminded me. It is that point in the night where my brain is starting to go. So, you know, if I say I'm going to do something, please remind me that I'm going to do it. So at least when you're getting closer to where you know, when you're trying to get to your body, spectrum is what I'm saying is that, you know, you have a general direction. It shows up until you're pretty darn close to it. To your point, Cage, I believe you're correct. And it would be something that I could see us doing. But that being said, there currently is no paper in the game. There is no way to make that or craft anything like that. So that would have to go in, and then there would, you know, be magic or something involved with it. That doesn't mean that it's a no. It's a I don't know at this point. When Chris is asked about it, all he'll say is that he's unwilling to do a top-down. There are things that we are looking to do first before we get to that, that, you know, will help with your navigation around the island. Obviously, the more you play, the better idea you have. And, you know, having a compass, knowing how to read the compass and whatnot, I'm going to starve. Knowing how to read the compass and just physically, you know, you get used to being in an area that, you know, you're comfortable in, and then when you're comfortable, you know, you start expanding out into other locations, etc., etc. So there are things that can be done to make that better, but anyway, all right. Yeah, I'll just wave a magic wand and say, okay, we're gonna add paper. That is not how that works. Not for me, at least. But yes, I appreciate it, Cage. All right. No, I promise you are not hurting my brain. I'm just at the point where I may trip over my own words, and I apologize for that. So, absolutely, Cage, I know the feeling. I have gotten lost myself. If you watch our dev streams, oh, that is really funny. I'm sorry, I'm just getting distracted by the fact that things are pushing trees, that these and deer, to try. Occasionally it happens, and it's really, hi Mr. Deer. Occasionally it's really funny to watch things get pushed around. Okay, so hold that thought. I'm gonna go over here and pick some winners, and you guys can get a couple copies of games for free because, hey, what else are you doing up at 4 o'clock in the morning? So I'm gonna go pick, and then that'll get pushed into the next hour, which is hour 19. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, and actually making me think is not a bad thing because it makes me wake up a little. So, Kaz, you're gonna want to look to join game, and then look for my server, which may be totally, no, don't do that. I'm just gonna check really quickly, if I've got space. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have space that you can have up to 8 players. So just make sure that you choose the 24 hours of insanity, and join that. And okay, I will pick in 1 second, but I am currently being eaten by a skeleton, and no, I don't want to die. No, leave me alone. Piss off. Go away. Go away. Go away. Die. Ah! Suck it, Skelly. What's up? Hey, you know what? I'm gonna be smart, and I'm gonna step inside a building. Momentarily, which will protect my butt, because that's why we make these things. We make buildings to protect ourselves. Alright, sorry. I apologize. I am going to now pick. Thank you very much for your patience. Alright, and oh, and I've got caps on again. That's always good. You mean the exploding things? Or other stuff. I don't see it in fact. Kaz, give me, you know what? What is the code for that? Shoot, I'm not sure, what the heck the code is to send me. If you add, yeah. Well, you know what? I'd take creepers over spiders. I'm not gonna lie. If you add chronolinks, which you cannot see, there you go. Add that name in Steam, and I will accept your friend request on this account, and then you should be able to see it. It may be it may be acting weird or whatnot. I mean, I actually haven't rebooted the server in a while. These servers they get a little hinky sometimes. We're still working on that because we haven't finished our dedicated servers, obviously. So it could be that is causing some problems, and if it is, I'll actually close the server and restart it, and it actually probably wouldn't be bad for the last couple hours to do that anyway. But see if you can actually see it, Kaz, and we'll go from there. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and all right. So, all right. Oops, I can't type. All right, so congratulations to, and we have 6 winners, 5 of whom you are picking up copies of Savage Lands, and our number 6 winner, you're going to get a copy of Toy Soldiers Complete. So, that is, congratulations to Loading James, Rodney 503 Allen, Proctum, Zeladon, Bear Zypher, and Spectrum. Congratulations. Spectrum, you are the one who's going to be picking up a copy of Toy Soldiers Complete. So if you guys could do me a huge favor and go ahead and just send me a message at that link on Twitch, I will get your codes out to you. So thank you very much. Ramus, what will not load? Are you unable to load the game? Are you unable to load the server? Like, I need a little bit more information than will not load. I'm sorry. 19 hours in, and I need a little more information. Yeah, so, folks, please just go ahead and message me. I'm sorry, I'm starting to be less than coherent again. Like I said, keep asking me questions in chat because it actually helps keep me awake, even more so than me playing, and I know that that's actually useful and interesting. Okay, I am actually going to go ahead. Excuse me, I'm actually going to go ahead and take the server down and reboot it. Basically, like I said, it does get a little hinky. We are aware of it. We are working on it. And as we get closer and closer to... Oh, did my game just freeze? My computer may have just frozen. But that would suck. No? Well, I'm still streaming. Hello? Okay, I can see myself still streaming, so... Poke. Hello? Anybody in there? Anybody working in there? All right. So, it looks kind of remarkably like, oh, what the hell? Oh my God, are you kidding me? Seriously? Did I just lock myself out? What the fuck? Okay, so I'm assuming I'm still streaming. Here's a fun fact. My computer is completely locked up. So I'm trying to get it to unlock, and I may have to completely kill the stream, completely reboot the computer, and start over on a brand new game, because my computer decided to just take a royal dump, which is fantastic. That is not what I need at hour flippin' 19 in this stream. What's even better is the fact that I'm still streaming, so the computer is still working on some level. But I can see on my other computer that it's just being weird. Okay. Okay, yeah, about that. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I may have to go hard reboot the streaming machine. Which is freaking fantastic. Yeah. Huh. All right, so I'm gonna kill the stream and reboot the computer and log back in, and I will be back momentarily. I appreciate your patience. Absolutely, just took a dump. So I will be back momentarily, and yeah, fun times, absolutely fun times. I don't know whether this is Twitch or my computer or what, but yeah. All right, I'll be back momentarily. Yay! Yay, tech support!